You can learn anything digital. Yes, anything digital. It goes from social media marketing, digital marketing to AI, artificial intelligence, AR, and much, much more. You want to know how? Let me show you how. Hi everyone and welcome to this new video. Ines Nasri here, and today I'm gonna share with you 5 tips on how you can learn anything digital, both effectively and fast. If you like this kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the alert notification. That way when I release more videos like that, you'll be notified. Everything that is going on right now in the world is confirming the growing importance of everything digital. In the way we entertain ourselves, in the way we work, in the way we market to clients, in the way we market ourselves, in the way we learn. That's why I want everyone in my community to start learning a new digital skill. It doesn't matter if you are a student, a business owner, a CPA, or a lawyer. Anyone who attended one of my courses or workshops or was one of my students, anyone, I want you to start learning a new digital skill. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what you do right now. I do deeply believe that you need to start learning a new digital skill. I will explain in details in another video why this is so critical. Even if you are a homeless person and if you manage to watch this video, it means that you have access to the internet, and I want you to start learning a new digital skill right now. I spent the last 2 decades learning new digital skills, whether it was part of my computer science engineering studies or helping my clients from different countries or preparing for my talks or my classes or my courses. I spent the last 2 decades learning new digital skills. And today I want to share with you 5 tips that helped me learn everything that I know right now, both fast and effectively. So with no further ado, let's dive right in. Tip number 1, stop multitasking while you are learning. Stop looking at your social media notifications, answering your emails, looking at your text messages, or sometimes I even see people taking phone calls while they are attending a workshop or watching a video online or whatever it might be. Stop doing this. It just ruins your learning experience. You might think that you are making the most out of your time because you are doing 2 things at the same time. But the reality is that you are not taking the most of your time. You are just ruining your learning experience because look what you're doing to your mind. You are forcing your mind to keep shifting between learning and this second thing that you are doing. So actually, you're not going to make the most out of your learning experience, out of your workshop or your class. You're just gonna get bites and chunks out of the class that you are attending or the workshop or whatever it might be. So please stop multitasking. This is just ruining your learning experience and making it harder for your mind to make the most out of your learning experience. Tip number 2, I want you to start taking notes. And I'm not talking about taking notes using digital devices like using your laptop, your desktop, or your smartphone. I'm talking about taking notes the old-fashioned way, using a sheet of paper and a pen or a pencil. Now you might say, Ines, you've been talking about digital skills and everything going digital. Why in the world would you advise us to go back to taking notes the old-fashioned way? I'm telling you this because I've tried almost everything. I've tried all of them. And the one that worked for me is taking notes using a sheet of paper and a pen or a pencil. Now, there are many studies that have shown that taking notes that way helps you recall more easily the concepts that you've seen in the course or in the class. So that works with me. That works very well. I'm able to recall and remember more details in the courses that I've seen or the workshops way better than what I'm taking like digital notes, okay? Now, I don't want you to take notes like in any given way. I don't want you, for instance, to try to write exactly what the instructor or the speaker is saying. I want you to use your own word, okay? Your own words to rephrase what the teacher or the instructor is saying. So the way I do it is that I write very short sentences, okay? Not only that, but I also use my own abbreviation system. For instance, digital marketing, for me, it's just DM in my notes, okay? Every time I just write EVY. So every for me is just EVY. Every single time when I go to my notes and I see EVY, for me it's just every, okay? For instance, when there's something important and I want to remember that this concept or that idea is key, it's very important. So what I do is that I write many exclamation marks close to that sentence. So for me, this means that this concept or this sentence is key and it is important in this course and this class, and I need to remember it. So please start taking notes, not only the old-fashioned way, but develop your own abbreviation system. You'll thank me later. Tip number 3, I want you to pause. Yes, I want you to stop and pause after almost every 30 or 40 minutes, depending on your capabilities. I want you to stop and think about what you just learned, okay? About the concepts that you learned, and try to, take notes and catch up if you missed anything. And also, and most importantly, I want you to think about how you can use what you just learned to improve your life, to improve your work, to improve your business, your brand, or whatever it might be. So thinking about what you just saw and trying to use it in your everyday life is gonna create a thinking system that will help you not only remember and recall what you just saw, but link it to your everyday life and your everyday work. So please try to pause and stop after 30 minutes or 40 minutes, especially if you are learning something online. This is gonna be extremely helpful for you. Tip number 4, implement it. Yes, implement it right away. Whatever it might be that you learned, start to implement it right away after the class or the workshop or whatever it might be that you took. Start implement it right away. For instance, if you just learned how to manage social media presences, for instance, start implementing all the techniques that you just learned on your own social media, on your own presences, okay? It might be your Instagram account, Twitter account, LinkedIn page, or whatever it might be. Start implementing it right now. If you just took a class about personal branding, start creating your own personal brand right now, and don't wait until you become perfect and very knowledgeable about the topic, because you're gonna make mistakes, definitely. And the more you wait, the more you're gonna forget details and the more you're gonna be discouraged to start implementing that. Of course, if you started, for instance, learning about a new coding language, start developing your own code right now. And most importantly, be ready to fail, because it's not gonna be perfect. You're gonna make mistakes, but that's okay, and that's fine to make mistakes while implementing what you just learned. But the most important thing is that you're gonna remember what you just learned way better than if you kept it only in your mind. While implementing this, you might think about different ways on how you can use what you just learned to improve your job, your business, or your life simply. Tip number 5, teach it. Yes, I want you to teach it. I want you to teach what you just learned to people around you. They might be your friends, your colleagues, your family members, or team members. I want you to teach what you just learned to those people. Now, I can hear some of you saying, hey Ines, Why in the world would you like me to teach something I just learned? I'm not knowledgeable enough about the topic. I'm not good enough. I'm not perfect. I'm not ready to teach that thing. Yes, you are. You are ready to teach it. And guess what? In the process of teaching what you just learned yourself, look, you're gonna look for examples, okay? You're gonna try to demystify the concepts that you just learned. You're gonna try to structure your ideas so that it is clear and easier for your students to know it. And in this whole process, you're gonna learn even more about the topic yourself, because chances are you're gonna do your own research too. So in the teaching process, you're gonna learn a lot yourself, and you're gonna be able to recall more details in your learning experience. Second, your colleagues, your friends, or your family members, your students, the ones that you are teaching, might find solutions in their own problems that they might be facing in their jobs thanks to what you're teaching them. Third, and last but not least, while having this conversation, while you are teaching your students, you might find new ideas. You might find new ways of implementing those new concepts to improve your life, your business, or your job. So, teach it. This is what I want you to do. Just teach it. If you are using those tips or any other tips that help you learn fast and effectively, please share your experience in the comments below. I would love to know. This video is over. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the alert notification. That way, when I release more videos like that, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching.